Hello and welcome to this video about audio options for the Insta360 X3, and the audio options are likely to work for the X2. I had an X2 but I've sold it, so I can't comment fully, but I'm confident most of the suggestions will work for the X2. So coming up in this video I will provide audio samples alongside each suggestion. So the first suggestion is to use the internal audio of the Insta360 X3. The internal audio is quite good and the microphones pick up your audio quite well. So you might be able to find you can just live with the audio using the internal microphones.
So I'm using onboard microphones and using the onboard microphones, as you can see.
So that was the audio from the internal microphones. The next option is to use AirPods. Now there is a setting within the Insta360 X3 where you can pair with AirPods. I have found it to be unreliable, and even when you use this setting, the AirPods end up not being that close to your mouth and slightly back, so you're not going to get great audio through AirPods, but you might find in some situations it's better than using the inbuilt microphones. But most people have AirPods or similar wireless headphones that they may be able to use. So to enable AirPods, I swipe down from the top and I go to this AirPods menu. So I've now put my AirPods in pairing mode. I'm in the AirPods menu and you'll see nothing's coming up. And that's because this is incredibly flaky. This never has worked particularly well for me. I've even tried things like disabling Bluetooth on my mobile phone, my iPhone, but I've always found it really flaky to get a connection. Now the next option is to use a Bluetooth microphone like the DJI Mic 2, and I've already done a video on this, but if we turn the DJI Mic 2 on and we go back to that AirPods menu, we can see we've got a DJI Mic remembered and I can connect to the DJI Mic 2. It will say it's AirPods connected, but it will now work as a wireless microphone. Now it's worth saying here that the audio that the X3 records is not very good. The X3 does not record good audio at all. Even if you have a very good microphone, you're not going to get great audio out of the X3 just because it doesn't store it with a high enough bit rate. So as you can see, where I would normally go to do a little bit of filming, it's flooded. So I'm going to walk along here. I'm using the DJI Mic 2 over Bluetooth and hopefully we're getting good audio, or the best audio we can get under the circumstances. Not windy, and this is the DJI Mic 2. The next option is to use a microphone with the mic adapter. So the mic adapter is an optional accessory that you can buy, and you have to take off this little door here, and then you can fit in the mic adapter. You can still charge it up because the mic adapter has a USB-C port, but now you can run a standard 3.5mm cable into the X3 and it will record audio. Again, the quality won't be great. Now, one of the problems you're going to have is this fits neatly down the stitch line, but you need a wire and a microphone to be mounted. If it is outside of the stitch line, you're going to see it in your 360 video. So I have the Rode Wireless Go, the originals. So you can see if I use this wire, it would move outside of the stitch line and you'd be able to see it in your 360 footage even if you reframe it. So there is an adapter you could buy. I don't think you can buy this anymore, which I've stored in here in my Rode Wireless Go pouch. And this is the Ulanzi PT20. Now, I don't think they make this anymore, but this is designed to be used with the Rode Wireless Go. So I've set up the PT20 in its correct orientation. I've attached the Rode Wireless Go receiver, and you can see even using this, if you plugged in the cable you get with the Rode Wireless Go, it's going to be well outside of the stitch line. When I bought the Ulanzi PT20, it came with this very tight and very short cable so that you can use it in place of the cable you get for the Rode Wireless Go. So when we use this cable, it is completely within the stitch line and it doesn't move and it doesn't flap about. So you won't be able to see this cable or this setup at all within your 360 footage. It just won't appear, which is great. This is the Rode Wireless Go, the original one, and I've turned the input on the decibels up to maximum, and that normally works best with the Insta360 X series. So normally, it depends on the camera really. Sometimes I turn it up to high, sometimes I have it quite low. But I found for the Insta360 X3 or X2, it's best being high. Now the last option is a Movo set of wireless mics. And again, I've already done a review of this for the X3. Now the set I happen to have has 2 transmitters and 1 receiver. I think you can get a set which has just 1 transmitter and it might be a little bit cheaper. So the beauty of this is you don't need to have a cable because it's got a 3.5mm jack built in, which means you don't need to have a Ulanzi PT20 at all. So all you have to do is connect the receiver here, and as you can see, the receiver is well within the stitch line. It's not going to move. It may move sideways like this, but it can be easily put back. If it gets knocked, yes, it will move, but it's going to stay within the stitch line, and it's going to provide you with wireless audio through 1 or 2 transmitters. Testing out the Movo microphone. Should be pretty good. Hopefully it's not in the stitch line. I can't tell at the moment. But yeah, I'm testing out the Movo. Don't know how good it is. This is the audio quality with the Movo. I've got the pop shield on, the foam shield. Not a wind muff by any means, there's a slight bit of wind, but this is the Movo. This is the Movo. So by now you've seen all the options and heard all the audio samples through the Insta360 X3. Do let me know which one you think is the best and maybe check out this video here. Thank you. Goodbye.